Well, I finally got sick of hearing so many people say that I needed to detail the 4Runner. So today we're detailing the 4Runner. And when we were making this video, we actually found out where this annoying little rattle was coming from. And if you have a 4Runner and you have this crazy little rattle that happens while you're driving and you just couldn't figure it out, I found it. And I'm going to show you at the end of the video not only where it is, but how to fix it. And if you're one of the people that's been on me about all the dog hair in my 4Runner, well, this is your video, because I'm actually going to show you all the tips and tricks that we use to remove all of that and make it look like new, or at least almost like new. All the products, the equipment, everything is going to be linked in the description of the video. That's for your convenience. I do make a little something for the effort, you know what I mean? If you use those links, it'll cost you the same thing, and I'll make a little commission.
Good gravy.
So I really do appreciate it when you do use the links, but don't feel obligated. The main reason they're there is so that you can find the stuff really easily. So how dirty is it?
I wouldn't say it's the absolute worst I've seen, except for the dog hair. That is the absolute worst I've seen. Dirt, I'd say it's probably like a 7.5 out of 10 for dirt.
Dog hair?
Dog hair is 12 out of 10.
Run a shot across the bow.
Oh my gosh. The reason for all the dog hair, my dog riding with me in this kennel. So the first thing we did is take this out, and yeah, we'll clean it up before we put it back in. Now, once we took that out of there and started vacuuming, I was very glad I had installed these canvas back liners when I first got the vehicle. It made our job a lot easier, but I will say that there are some products out there now that are just as good, if not better, than these canvas back liners, and are probably a lot more economical as well. That being said, I have to give them credit. I mean, they kept this carpet really like new, with the exception of this little crevice here right at the edge. And to get that dirt out of the crevice and to bring all other dirt to the surface where it could be vacuumed, my son uses this tool called a tornado gun. It's really just a little device that goes on the end of an air compressor, and it has a little rod in it that spins around 360 degrees, which is, I guess, why they call it a tornado gun, or why we call it a tornado gun. It's really effective and not very costly. And after we got done using the tornado gun, we're using another tool that has a tornado gun attached to it. It's called an extractor, and we used it pretty much on all the upholstery in the car. So can you explain the tool that you're using?
Yeah, this is an extractor. There's a tornado gun on the inside, and there's a cleaning solution bucket down here. So essentially, this air hose pushes air throughout, and it catches the cleaning solution in the tornado gun and pushes it out, while the vacuum is set up for a wet vac. So it's actually going to suck out the cleaning solution, and it's going to pick up all the dirt that's with it.
And you can see, of course, the final result is pretty amazing. This interior was literally covered in dog hair before. And of course, we wiped down the plastics, and I think everybody already knows about the sticky slime trick to get stuff out of the little places. In case you're wondering like how we clean this stuff, we just kind of soaked it. Oh yeah. The secret weapon of the 4Runner detail is this Giraffe Tools pressure washer that is mounted to the wall. You simply turn it on here, plug it in, 100-foot hose that is on a reel. And I'm just going to go ahead and say it's one of the best tools that I've ever invested in. That thing is sweet. The reel is retractable. The hose stays out until you pull it again, and then when you pull it again, it automatically goes back in. And with 100 feet, it can get literally to like 3 out of 4 sides of my house. And the other electric pressure washer that I used to use was good too, but the problem was that you had to lug it around, like the whole vehicle. The hose would be lugged around with it, both hoses. This one is just so much easier to use. And it comes with a foam cannon, but you can put any foam cannon on the end of it. Just makes washing and rinsing the vehicles so much easier. Just having that hose that's on the wand be long enough and not be getting stuck under the tires every time you turn around, and not having to drag the water hose and the pressure washer around with that hose that's attached to the wand makes it so much easier. I had actually stopped washing my own car and started going back to car washes until I got that tool. I realize that it's not perfect, but I did want y'all to know that I do clean it every now and again. I would actually change these if I could, but since I've already got them, I keep them. They've made better things than this now, to be honest. They're actually less expensive. Mako's ready to rock again. And no, I didn't forget about the rattle. I'm about to tell you about it. But before I do, if you like this kind of content or any of the other random stuff that I put on this channel, then please hit the subscribe button, do the things that help the channel. And that way I can continue to make more random stuff that may or may not be marginally useful.
Yawn.
Hey, if your 4Runner has a rattle, when you are driving down a road and you can't figure out where the hell it's coming from inside this thing. 100%. It's inside there. So just so you know, if you could either take the top off that thing and take the broken piece out, because that's what it is, or you could just get another knob. 100% that's what it is. So if you're rattling going down a road and it's driving you crazy, it's inside there. Pry the top of this thing off. That was your problem. And to fix it, all you do is just put some adhesive on there. If you look at the old buildup, you can see how it aligns. Once you're certain you're aligned correctly, just hold it back on there for a few seconds. Make sure you got a good adhesion and then put it back in the runner. Or you could just buy a new knob. Once you fix that problem, no more rattle.